We will start the discussion of loops in this lecture. Let's first discuss what are loops and why are loops useful in programming. For the programs that we have written so far, we have to restart the programs every time we want to run the program on a different set of input. I'm sure that you are not happy with such limitations. For example, in the course grade program, you may want to compute the grades for different students in one execution of the program. In the class of car example, instead of making just one move, you may want to move the car continuously in different directions. Instead of creating just one single three-dimensional image, you may want to create a sequence of three-dimensional images. In order to do that, the programming language needs to support certain control structures that will allow a set of similar actions to be carried out repeatedly. This kind of control structure is called loops. Loops would allow a similar set of actions to be executed many times using the same blocks of code. Java supports three different types of loop structures, namely the while loop, the do-while loop, and the for loop. I'll discuss each of them in details. Similar to the if-else statement, loops can also be nested. I'll use examples to illustrate some useful applications of loops. Let's first take a look at the while loop. The while loop starts with the keyword while, followed by a conditional statement. The way the while loop works is that if the condition is true, then the action in the body of the while loop is executed. The action will repeat until the condition becomes false. The action inside the body of the loop can be a group of statements or just a single statement. The flow of control of the while loop can be illustrated by the flowchart on the right. Let's take a look at this flowchart in more details. When a program enters a loop, it will first evaluate the conditional expression. Remember that a conditional expression can be evaluated to true or false. If the condition is true, the block of code representing the action will be executed. The action can be a single statement or multiple statements. It could even be another loop. I'll talk more about nested loop when we discuss the topic. After finishing executing the action, the control flow would be going back to the beginning of the loop to evaluate the condition again. Notice that something must be changed when the action was executed. Otherwise, the condition will always be evaluated to the same value as before. Assuming the condition is still true, action will be executed again and the process will repeat. You can see that the structure highlighted in yellow here indeed form a loop. The program would exit the loop when the condition is evaluated to false, and it will continue to execute the rest of the program.